Shalom. Anyone who's ever learned Maseches Kedushin knows that Kedushay Kesef, the way a man marries a woman, is derived from the beginning of this week's Parsha, the purchase of the Sada by Avram from Ephron. What a strange derivation to learn the Kedushin mechanism from the purchase of a grave. Kicha kicha mistei Ephron. The truth is, though, that if you look at the Parsha, you see that it has basis in the Parsha itself, because right after Avram purchased the field and buried Sarah there, he then went and pursued a wife for Yitzchak. So we actually find in the Parsha the Lakachta Isha Livni li Yitzchak right after the Kicha of the Sada. So it's not just a drasha from two different Svarim, it's within the Parsha itself. But obviously the question remains, what's the relationship between Kedushin and burial? I think the answer is very simple and very important. We all have to confront death. It's a sad part of our reality. The question is how we respond. Some people get depressed, frustrated, they lose hope. The Jewish people have never responded that way. When we confront death, we think about how we rebuild. The proper response to Kfura is Kedushin. Avram buries his beloved wife Sarah and immediately starts planning for the next generation. That's the appropriate response. That's why Sheva Brachot, 7 days, are like Avelot, 7 days. They're periods that are parallel. We respond to one with the other. We respond to death by rebuilding. As I mentioned, this has always been the Jewish response, and this is why Judaism has continued and survived and thrived throughout the ages, and particularly after terrible suffering. After the Holocaust, our grandparents responded to the terrible loss not by losing hope, but by reinvigorating themselves to build the communities that we come from. We're dealing with a challenge right now, and many people are wondering whether under these circumstances we should be dating, we should be building homes. I think you get the answer from this week's Parsha. We respond to tragedy by figuring out how to build the future. We should not be insensitive to what's going on in Israel. It's not a time for joyous celebration, but it is a time to rededicate ourselves to building new Jewish homes. And a big yesher koach to the YU Connects team for facilitating this process. And I encourage everyone to do their best to help YU Connects in their important work, both for yourselves and for others. Let's internalize the message of Parshat Chayei and respond to death and destruction by building Jewish homes.